I am unwell. Hello, friends. Welcome back to Olivia Will Draw. If you're new here, I'm Olivia, and I will draw things. If you think that my voice sounds funny today, it's because I am sick, hence the title of the video. But we don't have time to be sick, not in this economy. But not only that, I am prepping for a convention in the next few weeks. I think, hold on. Oh shoot, 2 weeks away, I have a convention. I've never sold original pieces or like sketchbook pages or anything like that before, but for some reason, with the limited time I have left to make stickers and prints and just my normal products in general, I thought it'd be a great idea to also make originals. Love that for me. Yes, I'm a digital artist. However, I think it's important to go back to the basics every now and then. And it's fun. It usually gets me out of my little rut, so let's do that. The first day of spring has arrived and we're here for it. We are loving this sunshine, the extra hours of daylight. We love to see it. So I'm getting really green vibes today because, you know, growth, healing, health, new beginnings, all that fun stuff. So I wanted to do a little sketchy sketch session before I got into the originals that I wanted to bring to the convention. I wasn't exactly sure what kind of originals I wanted to bring, and I'm still kind of building my own brand and what I like to draw and keep it consistent in that realm. I know I love drawing fan art, who doesn't? And magical girls, again, who doesn't? But outside of that realm, there's other things that I like to draw every now and then, but kind of forget. So trying to hone in on what that looks like for me and where I want that to go. I don't necessarily want all of my art to match at the end of the day, but I do kind of want it to have the same kind of general vibe. So that's what we're going for. I do draw a lot of magical girls, monster girlies, and looking back through my old art, I do draw a lot of themed kind of artworks. So I feel like the whole idea of this little sketchbook sheet or sketchbook session is, you know, plants and girlies. We love to see both. And eventually we will come up with something for the originals that we're going to be bringing. I'm also extremely torn on if I want to do like gouache or just keep it in the marker ink kind of category. I feel like I still have a lot to learn when it comes to doing more gouache paintings. Sometimes it's just too watery and other times it's way too thick, and I'm still trying to figure that out. But that was one of my goals this year, was to figure out how gouache works and to do it better. So we'll see. All in all, I like the way the sketchbook page turned out. It's not my favorite page that I've ever done, but you know, this was just to get loose, get limber, and get us in the vibes of spring. Fun fact, I bought 2 new sketchbooks so that way I could do originals and just tear out the little pages. Right now, if you go to a Michael's, they're buy one, get one free. So if you're in need of new sketchbooks, this is not sponsored. I just like a good deal. When I finally sat down to do these original pieces, or this original piece that I'm showing today, I thought it best to keep it in the more marker and color pencil kind of vibe. I just think that there's too much I need to learn about gouache before I start selling it to anyone, and I wouldn't feel comfortable. So, I'm a markers girly through and through. I also, throughout this whole process of making originals to sell to people, kept thinking to myself, how do people part with originals? Because I love my artwork most of the time. And like, it's so hard to just get rid of it after. Not like get rid of it in a bad way, but just to sell it to someone. It's gone forever. Like, I love the idea of my art being in someone's home, but then she's gone. Like, how sad, how unfortunate. So I'm definitely gonna be making prints of this, or at least scanning this in my printer so I have it, and I'll probably post it. But other than that, she might just, I don't know. She might be mine, who knows. The sketchbook that I'm using today for this original piece is a mixed media artist loft. I wanted my prints to be smaller, much more easy to pack. So that way if I had any left over at the end of the convention, I could easily ship them out and put them on my website. So if you needed some new art here in the next few weeks, I might have some available. The markers that I'm using today are going to be a variety. because that's typically how this goes. Most of the markers that I'm using are Staedtler brushes. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm using that brand. I'm also using Stampin' Up markers because I was gifted those about a year or so ago. I don't really do a lot of journaling, but I do like to draw, so I use them for that. And then finally, just a ballpoint gel Sharpie pen, as well as a white paint marker to get those, you know, crisp edges. We love to see it. Oh, and color pencil wise, I'm just using Prismacolors. I had 2 packs forever ago. This is just a jumbled variety of them now because I haven't used them in so long, so I just think they're the 2 basic packs. I don't think there's anything further about that. All in all, if I had to rate my experience with the markers and the mixed media paper, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. I definitely need a little bit thicker of paper when I'm using these because there was some points when it started to pill a little bit, but that's my own fault for going back over the pages multiple times with water, so that's on me. I definitely think that I need some more practice with the watercolor markers. I used to not be the biggest fan of watercolors in general, but I think the markers help me feel a little bit more in control. I definitely struggle with starting with a lighter base and building myself up because that's really all watercolor is building up paint. So I'm hoping that as I do more and more originals that I become more confident in where I lay my colors down. So honestly, it'll be really nice to see my growth after doing a handful of these. But we'll see. As I'm wrapping up this piece, I always do this where I say I'm finished and I stop recording, and at the very end I'm like and off screen I just add a whole lot more things because I have no self-control. So you miss a little bit of that here, but I will show you the finished piece, and I think he turned out pretty good for my first little original piece that I've done in probably about 4 or 5 years. So here he is. Let me know if I should do prints of this little guy. I think it'd be fun to make some of these originals into prints so that way I have it forever and the people that don't get the original can have a little copy of them as well. But if that's something you want to have, let me know. If not, that's okay too. There will be more, so no rush. If you like this video, please leave a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Oh my gosh. If you liked this video, no! Good lord. Cars. I am very weak right now. Okay.